FACEIT Oceania edition. Today I am joined by Logan, also known as Liam Durant. How are you, sir?
I'm very good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Who are you? Where do you come from? What is your story?
I am a long-time player and lover of CS. Played for many, many years in many of the UK scene. However, never truly achieved anything. So now here I am, casting.
Journeyman.
Absolutely.
I actually play with you a lot online.
Unfortunately for you.
On the intertubes. Get carried by Matty from LGB Female.
She is very good.
There was one time where she killed 4 people quite casually, and then kind of like just left me the remainder, and I just got wrecked by the last person, and then she had to clean up. But I thought that was quite amusing. But anyway, we're here with the Oceania region today. Again, if you are new to our league, we can go through the format very quickly so you can see exactly how things work here. We have a league in 3 regions: North America, Europe, and Oceania. We've got 6 teams in North America, 8 in Europe, and 6 in Oceania as well. Obviously, you'll see the Vox logo there, but they've recently changed to Renegades. Logo will be incoming for the next broadcast, hopefully. So, North America and Europe have a home and away system. Oceania all play each other once for the time being. After stage 1, there was a turbulent time in Oceania. Lots of changes, lots of merging of teams, moving around. The shuffle was like there's been like a European shuffle and North American shuffle, and the Oceanic shuffle was just like throwing all the cards into the air, basically. So, you know, a bit crazy over there. And we can have a look at the schedule to see what matches we have today. The first match I do believe will be Inferno. That's going to be Aftershock, who were known as Streamline until about 5 minutes ago. And they're going to be playing against Direwolves, Renegades, also known as Vox previously. We'll be going up against Exile 5, and the vetoes will be done just before the match begins, as opposed to our other 2 regions where they're done well in advance at the beginning of the stage of the league. And the final match of the evening will be Immunity versus Avant-Garde. So it's been a few weeks since we were back in Oceania, but we're going to have a double whammy today and tomorrow, and the same will be I think the week after next as well. We'll have a double whammy of Oceanic matches. So we should be ready to go with our first match very soon. Let's have a look at the rankings though and see how things are standing at the moment after week 1. Immunity up there, along with Direwolves and you can see Vox, obviously now known as Renegade. They're all with 1 win in the bag. So we'll see if one of these 3 teams can separate themselves from the rest of the pack here and make a clear first place, or if Streamline, Avant-Garde, or XR5 will start to catch up with their opponents. Only time will tell. Have you seen much of the Oceanic League so far?
I have been watching it occasionally. I think actually Streamline probably one of the better teams going into this. I think that it'll end up being Immunity, Vox, and Renegades. And Streamline changed obviously as well now. So who knows?
Aftershock, yeah.
Who knows? It's going to be
Struggling to
top
catch
3.
up with the names. Yeah. Although XR5 are supposed to be a band of good players, but then so were Astana Dragons, and they never did anything of note.
I have heard good things about XR5. Haven't seen it yet delivered, but I know they recently got pretty heavy defeat recently. So it seems whether they can bounce back from it or not. If they can bounce back from it and get a win here, it'd be great. But I don't think they will.
Yeah, they are a new team, however. So in terms of strategies and so on, those will be developed. Kind of like Kinguin in Europe as well.
Yeah.
I spoke to the guys from Kinguin at DreamHack, and they were really excited, and they're growing as a team and so on. And obviously the results they're getting at the moment are still short-term results. Who knows where they will be long-term? I know Richard Lewis said that he thinks they're just basically a mixed team with good players, but we'll see if they remain that way or if they can grow from that. And the same can be said for XR5. We'll see what kind of strats they can bring to the table as time goes on, as well as just today. So we can see the odds there for the matches. CSGO Lounge, Aftershock being slightly favoured by the skin betters. The Asimovs will be slightly in that direction with Direwolves. 39% though is fairly solid, so I don't think there's going to be a massive upset either way.
No, best of 1 swings, anyone can win on the day.
Yeah, we've seen some crazy best of ones over at Starladder in Kiev. Envy going down to Flipside 16-14. Never mind G-Play. They are just popping heads all over the place. I think they're about to play Flipside actually. But again, Oceania region is where we are. And we are about to get into the match, which I cannot wait to see when we finally get there.
Looking forward to it.
Finally.
Let's go.
We're almost there. Oh, and one more thing, guys. Oh, two more things actually. Of course, we have our giveaway for 600k followers, which is going to be 2 Dragon Lore attempts for our subscribers, and we're going to give away a Stat Track, AK-47 Aquamarine Revenge, and a Bayonet Blue Steel. That's the first thing. The second thing is I've decided to do another giveaway at 575,000 followers, which I think we're about 15k away. I have a Bayonet Crimson Web minimal wear, which I'm going to give away on the stream, and a field-tested Howl. So we will do both of those. Although I need to figure out, we always try and have something for people who are not subscribers when we do giveaways, so they don't, because we're not doing giveaways to like entice people to subscribe. We don't really care how many subscribers we have, but it's also it's nice to have our chat community and so on. So we just want to give back to those guys, but at the same time, we always want to have something available for the non-subscribers to win. So they're both quite pricey items, so maybe we'll add a third item for the non-subs to win, but I'll figure that out a bit later on.
For the Kappa 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So we're going to go into the knife round now. So Cyber's playing for Direwolves as a sub because Wizard has, well, he's otherwise occupied. I used to have a plain Karambit. I kind of miss it now.
Aftershock pushing in. Nice. Want to see some early aggression here. Want to stake their name on this. Don't let Direwolves get into the game.
I don't bother to cast knife rounds. I just look at the knives and leave awkward silences.
It's all about momentum. You've got to get the momentum. You've got to get the knife round, especially on Inferno. It's kind of a big deal.
It is important. It is important. Although, again, back to Kiev, we saw Gplay versus Na'Vi. Gplay had a 13-2 T side and then lost 16-14.
That's inexcusable.
Yeah, but their CT sides they didn't have optimal choices in with regards to their economy, as pointed out by Fifth Baron.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you're that far up, it gets tempting just to keep buying and buying. Oh, only one more round. We'll get lucky, but against this level team, you're not going to get lucky. You're not going to get lucky. You can't force. You just take your time, pick your round, and go for it.
Yeah, and they were forcing where they had extremely limited nade supply, and we know how important the nades are.
Absolutely.
On this map. Okay, so Direwolves versus Aftershock. It's actually Aftershock starting on the CT side. The part at the top of your screen will fix itself. One of the millions of GoTV bugs. I'm running out of Papyrus to list all the bugs of GoTV, but here we go. Direwolves. teddyt is going to be the man carrying the kit, and he hasn't got much life. He's been tagged on Banana, and he is going to take a more passive position, run away with his tail between his legs. You can see Moey holding the molly. Rest of the team got to have armor. BlackouT and Cyb holding nades for the Aftershock team. Rest are going to have armor as well. Slow start on the pistol after that little tag at the beginning. Standard layout here for Direwolves. 2, 3 set up across B and A respectively. Aftershock maybe trying to bait out any nades that Direwolves may have. So teddyt being patient with that smoke grenade.
Yeah, we're using up a lot of time here.
Yeah, there's less than a minute on the clock here, and he's still yet to throw that smoke down. Although he's moving in CT spawn at the moment, he could still throw it from here actually. He could do the smoke NIP do, but C's are already past that.
I think it's going to be too late here. They're
yeah,
push through.
This may not work out for Direwolves, leaving only one person on the B bomb site, and teddyt's on the wrong side of that smoke now. Only one play being left with so many people to contend with, and the flanks coming in from Arch. 3 CTs down here, and Direwolves are not looking good for this one. Nova getting what could be a consolation kill at this point. BlackouT going for a cheeky plant attempt while Nova standing front of sight, but only one player will go down for Aftershock.
I think Teddy taking the early damage there sort of maybe affected his mindset. He played way too passive. If he'd stayed there, and even before he went to CT, maybe put down the smoke around the 50-second mark, I reckon it would have been a completely different game. Unfortunately, he just left it too late, and by the time he went to put that smoke down, it was too late. They're already in sight.
The way he was moving around CT spawn made me feel like they were maybe scared to lose the defuse kit in the wrong place because he was the one carrying the kit. Because otherwise, I don't. It was kind of like he had the smoke as well, and he was stuck in CT spawn. So I thought maybe he was going to throw the smoke around the car area, but it was far too late for that, so it was a bit of a mess there from Direwolves. They're going to stack 4 people over towards the B bomb site, and Aftershock will spend their time A, looking for a push, and B, looking for a stack.
Mo's got to be very careful what position he chooses here. I mean, he has to get the information early, but at the same time, he can't give his life too easily, so he's going to go towards Arch. I think it's probably the better way to do, because he can fall back and join up with his teammates if they want to retake.
Okay, so I think Sico might have just seen an elbow there. And he will find the face.
Yeah, it's a bad angle to be caught at. He hasn't really done any damage at all. Got one information of one guy there. That's not going to be enough to really help his team out, is it? Yeah, we're going to take the site very easily. And seem to want to stick to B. They have got Kevlar, so they may choose to save and try again next round.
Indeed, at this point, it's not really worth them going for the retake here. And it will be about self-preservation. But Aftershock are going to be on the hunt, and who can blame them? With these guns, they can get massive kill bonuses in, so there's definitely a financial incentive to go and find the frags here. But they need to make sure they at least go in pairs so they can trade.
Yeah,
should they need to.
They can't let them get these SMGs, because next round that could make all the difference. With SMG Kevlar, they could afford to buy maybe a few nades and really commit, maybe even a cheeky force.
So Nova and teddyt with a crossfire. It's going to be nice ranges there, and that's going to be 2 SMGs picked up, make it 3. DANZ coming in for now what is now a consolation frag. 4 kills for Direwolves and 2 MP7s picked up. That is quite a nice round, all things considered. They basically got the exits without playing for exits.
Yeah, it was very well played. I mean, they're going to swap the pistols out now, so everyone has either a upgraded pistol or a submachine gun, which is brilliant. Although Teddy doesn't want to give his pistol to Moey, it seems. There's a bit of confusion.
Right, gets it eventually. Right, so this is actually a much worse situation than it could have been for Aftershock. They've gone for the buy, they've got the AKs. They can use Cyber and BlackouT to peek for information. But hopefully they'll use that Molotov of BlackouTs as well. Let's try and force the CTs out of any dodgy corners. Direwolves will send 3 people over towards the B bomb site. Nice shoulder peek there from deoxiDE, and he won't take any damage. Bit of information there. But they're not going to expend any nades. Only 2 smokes on the CT side. But again, they've got lots of guns to play with. Maybe holding a nice angle with the CZ. Can he get the one tap from that distance? I don't think he can, but he'll get a kill regardless. Completely untouched as well. I think he wants to go and try and pick up the weapon here. That might be a mistake. And indeed it will be as Sico finds himself the frag. So maybe a bit too hungry there, not sitting on the man advantage.
Yeah, we learned from a mistake though there on B. They've put that smoke out a little bit earlier, which is... Yeah, now the Cyber's just going to smoke through. They're going to consider going. They're not actually going to go on that smoke. They're just going to smoke off CT and not actually work it. Which is interesting. It's a bit of a waste there.
Yeah, Aftershock are running out of time now. 30 seconds left for them to go and push, and they're going to start now. Close up, teddyt is going to get shot straight in the face before being able to do anything. Only Nova and deoxiDE remaining with a MAC-10 and an MP7. And it is 2-0, not 2-2 there, so they're going for the save here, but next round is their buy round. So I don't know why they're not going for the push. I mean, deoxiDE, yeah, he's got armor, but Nova doesn't have any armor, just a MAC-10. And he could get some bonus money to play with as he goes from upgrade to a rifle.
Yeah, I mean, no Kevlar to save, and he has a decent SMG. I mean, jumping around a corner at the right time, he could easily pick up an AK or 2 if he was in the right position, but he seems to... He obviously isn't feeling it.
So let's look at the money that they'll have. So he's got 5k, all just over going into the next round. So is he gonna... The question is... See, now that makes absolutely no sense to me. He sat there with no armor and the MAC-10, and he only had his 5.7 to lose, or... Yeah, and he's just instantly got upgraded to an M4.
And the only thing it really has saved from that round is the Molotov.
Yeah, so I don't know why he didn't go for some kills there, but there we go. On to the next round. Again, it is 3-0. The score at top will correct itself once the CTs win a round, should they win a round. So 5 M4s on the Direwolf side. They are lacking nades, however, after going for that force. That will leave them, you know, without winning a round after going for the force. This is how you end up. And Aftershock get early presence at the top of Banana. So Direwolves won't be able to get the pop flash out. go for an aggressive peek. And that, with the limited nades as well, that might have been an idea here to get themselves an early advantage, which you'd commonly see in Europe, for example. With limited funds, they might go and try and put themselves in a strong position early on. But Direwolf's going to play passively. Lots of baiting going on towards Banana, but Direwolf's not falling for it. It's going to stay firmly on the B site, not rotating anyone either. Sico going to take down Teddy, while Saib gets a bit more of an aggressive angle, maybe looking for a rotation. He knows there's going to be someone in B.
Oh, nice shot there.
And 2 fast frags coming in for Aftershock. Only Mont and Nova remaining. BlackouT finally going down. Trades on the A bomb site will leave Mont on the wrong side of the map versus 3. And he will opt for the save.
It's a lot of saves so far. I mean, the best of times is, you know, a great play. You know, it's a smart move. But I feel like almost it seems a bit scared now of facing against Direwolves. They don't feel the confidence getting the exits. They need to really win this next round or do a major play to try and take the momentum back.
Yeah, and I feel like if you have an opinion, if you're watching this and you have an opinion on why Nova didn't go for the push there with the Mac 10, then send me a tweet. But like, for example, if he gets 1 kill in that situation, he gets $600 and he can buy more nades. And more nades is what Direwolves needed in that round. As you can see, they were lacking, and Aftershock had they had a lot of real estate for not much risk. But there we go. It's going to be Direwolves, of course, on the eco. So we'll see how they choose to use Mont here. Now, they've gone for some pistols on some of the players. Let's have a look at how much money they have left. I think they should have got at least 1 flashbang, so Mont can try and peek somewhere.
Pop flash.
Yeah, exactly. If they get a pop flash in and he can use that rifle to kill 1, maybe 2 players, if they can pick up an extra rifle here or there, then they could actually win the round. But in this situation with 1 M4 and 4 pistols and no flashbangs, I think they're in a lot worse a position.
It's very textbook. They've gone for the stack now on B, but I don't see anything revolutionary yet so far from Aftershock.
So, let's see. Where is Mont playing? So he's going to be playing in the pit, with Nova playing on the site for a crossfire, and nobody in the arch area, nobody with vision of arch, as the third player, that will be Moey on this occasion, is over towards B. Seems that Aftershock are going towards the stack at the moment. 45 seconds left. They could still rotate if they wanted to. They've left 1 player towards A in an aggressive position, so they know there will be no flank, at least through mid. And here comes the push. There are smokes on the site now. If they try and go through, this is a smoke that Steel used to commonly do, and use it to great effect. deoxiDE will do exactly the same, finding the first frag. Bombs being planted in the smoke, however, and it has gone down. Moey, can he get a second knife? Indeed he can. Things getting a bit crazy here on the B bomb site. Flanks are coming in from Direwolves as well. Only 2 Aftershock players remaining. All left down to DANZ now versus the entire team. There's 1 frag for him, but again the flank won't be needed as Nova will finish off.
I don't agree with that play there by Direwolves. I mean, they could have predicted that Aftershock would be on the eco. There's no need to sort of try and do a cheeky smoke plant against an eco. I mean, they had the time, they had the weapon advantage. Should have just cleared the site.
Was it them that threw that smoke?
I think it was. It looked like they planted it.
Yeah, they did go for the plant there. Often there's been situations where Steel, when he played for iBuyPower, he would put a smoke down there as well. Because, especially when there's little time left, it can just completely ruin rounds for the T's. And I think the problem started with one of them pushing through the smoke. Very disadvantageous. You often see it from T's on the A site on cash as well, not working out for them, but never mind that. 2 fast frags coming in for Direwolves. Now things starting to go their way. Look at the money on the team as well. All the Molotovs. Every player has a Molotov now. This is a stark difference to how we saw them when they last got the buyout. Finally getting around on the board. And they're in good stead to find a second here. Sico holding an angle down Banana with the AWP.
Looks like it's going to be some sort of mid-rush flash in, possibly smoke in. And great defensive smoke there. Bought even more time.
Yeah, Aftershock looking for a pick here. They need to open up part of the map somehow. Direwolves dancing around the corners, not really giving them the opportunities.
So Aftershock playing very passive with their saves and the way they hold these sites. It's actually beginning to pay off now as the aggression of Direwolves is just sort of dying away.
It's the opening frag from Sico. Again, it is Direwolves on the T side and Aftershock on the CT, so...
The passive play allowing his time for his teammates to rotate, and now deoxiDE is going to be here as well to help clean up. It's, I think the push is really stalled here for Direwolves.
Yeah, there is not enough time on the clock here. And it's going to be Direwolves. The score at the top is completely confusing me, actually, because it's actually 4-2 to Direwolves, with Aftershock on the CT side. So my mind is exploding. So we'll keep an eye on that.
So it shows a good sign of how much damage that Aftershock have been doing, even in the rounds when they've been losing. Now it's got to the point now where Direwolves are going to have to fully 5-7 it.
Okay, so lots of damage done there on Banana. deoxiDE going down, but if Mons can hold here, we won't see a bomb plant, and indeed he will with the final bullets of the Silenced M4, utilising them very well to make sure that Direwolves don't make it over towards the B bomb site. So there won't be any bomb plant bonus for them. However, they're still going to get out that reasonable buy. Lots of nades, 5 AKs as well. All helmets, which is very important. So now we have a real game on our hands. 4-3 to the Direwolves on the T side, but that's 3 rounds in a row here for Aftershock.
It's going to be a really critical round. If they can turn the momentum back in their favour, Direwolves, they could do really well this T half, but... Oh, brilliant pick there.
Oh, teddyt needs to get out, sorry, deoxiDE needs to get out there. If he went down, that's pretty much round. And there's no rotation, in fact, from Direwolves, from Aftershock, sorry. They're going to hold steadfastly on the A site, maybe making a read that... if Direwolves don't get that second frag towards B, then the push will not come in, at least not straight away.
They should be realising now with these smokes going out, they should be rotating.
Yeah, so CT smoke, a core smoke, and again the CT's going to put down the smoke himself, and that's going to be a very important wall for him, but jumping in the corner, he will get caught. That's a dead bomb site, and that is a round, another round in favour of Direwolves.
So that's 3 kills, no return from Aftershock. So... yeah, maybe that early aggression from Aftershock and Banana, not something we're really comfortable with. They seem to prefer the passive style, so I would have liked to see them sit back and not change anything really. It worked before, it'll work again. But at least actually going for exits this time, rather than hiding in pit.
I don't know if they had the complete setup for the Banana hold there, because normally you have like a flame carpet of Molotovs in the middle of Banana. I don't know if the nades came down there, but they weren't prepared for that T to be over towards tree. Like, they just basically completely ignored it. I don't think either player was holding an angle towards tree. So it was an error that Direwolves punished, and it was the opening that they needed.
They didn't really respond to it. I mean, even if you do make a mistake, they had to wait. They could have come back if they split the 2-2 sides, realise, okay, if they don't immediately push A to fake it on that, then they're probably going to slowly set up towards B. Could have been a quicker rotate through Arch maybe, but it's very easy to say with the benefit of full map awareness, isn't it?
Right, so Aftershock, sorry, Direwolves, almost called him Devil Walk, limited to mid towards A at the moment. There is a smoke down. There's a faster version of that bottom Banana smoke thrown by Aftershock. Nice timing to stop the picks at top mid. So DANZ is going to come through Boiler and find a frag onto Moey anyway. Fast presence in apps will pay off for the side. Nova standing in a familiar spot. Commonly see CT standing here. It is difficult for the T's to find that angle. Again, so many places to look once they push. Side being taken down. The rest of Direwolves headed over towards the A site here. Nova's jiggery pokery. Will it find him any frags? Got the smoke coming out. That's going to make his job a lot harder there. Looking away in case the flashbang was coming in, but he'll find a frag onto DANZ. And a second one, and a third one, and a fourth one! Completely wiping out the CTs while his teammates run distraction. Sorry, the Ts.
That was brilliant use of smoke there, just to push through when they're not least expecting it. Most people may have just been casual enough to fall back, play passive, buy time for their teammates. He saw an opportunity though, made the right decision, pushed and got the kills. Brilliant play there. So Aftershock, once again, strapped for cash.
Yeah, it's the Direwolf side who are lacking the cash. Again, ignored a bit at the top. It's going to be hard to remember who's on what side until hopefully it fixes itself at the half-time at least. teddyt taking the first frag, and Nova's holding things down. You can see him continuing to spray in case there was an extra player coming in. Indeed there was. Moey going to come in for the save there. as Nova's down to 19 HP. So, Herb's only one remaining. Has minimal map control. Could get himself a one-tap here. But it'll be deoxiDE finding the one-tap. And that will be a clean round for Aftershock, not losing any players. You can see Nova's on 13k at the moment, and 13 frags as well. Holding down the apps very well so far. Although, I say very well, the T's have 5 rounds on the board, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm not. And that's pretty good, having half the rounds of the 10 on the T side so far.
Yeah, they've done very well so far. It's just need to turn the momentum around. If they can't really break the Aftershock economy anymore because they built up so much cash, but if they can sneak in a couple more rounds, 8-7 close it out, they've got a decent chance of this. Depends what their CT side like, whether their CT side is as aggressive as their T side. But saying that, they have slowed down now, and they're doing the slower picks.
Here comes a pop flash through the smoke from the T's. They wanted to do that a few seconds ago, but their flash thrower was smoked off. teddyt going to peek and find himself far too many plays to deal with. 2 frags coming in for him though, while he gets traded. More trades coming in, which will leave it 3 versus 2. Bomb down for a brief second, but Direwolves will pick it up once again. In an interesting spot, however, Nova going to be in the pit, taking down DANZ, leaving it just down to Sico. Not much life for him to work with, and he'll get shot through the corner of the door. And Aftershock will take the lead now, 6-5.
Team of 5 Devilwalks, that'd be a terrifying.
I know, this is so confusing. The CT side at the top, but they're on the T side, and I don't know why I'm calling them Devilwalk. Which is ridiculous. Direwolves with lots of mollies every single round. Oh, that nade did probably over 100 damage to those players. Again, Aftershock with no control of Banana at the moment. There is a smoke down at the bottom, as you can see there. So Aftershock have had to eco a number of times here. They're not really getting the bomb plants anymore. And that is not going to be good for them or their economy.
I feel like Aftershock has curbed their initial aggression. Great pick from there by teddyt. Full running BlackouT. He's going to hit the floor pretty hard there.
See now Aftershock, they've put 4 people over towards A, even though Direwolves are on the eco. I don't think this is the best idea, because if Mont gets overwhelmed, then the bomb plant is guaranteed, and they could, with the kind of close corners that Aftershock would have to push, then maybe they would lose the round. However, the T's have gone back towards the A bomb site, but now we're going to see the rotation back to A once again from the 4th player. Oh, these P250s are doing great work towards A. Some revenge being found by deoxiDE. 22 seconds left, and it's 3 versus 2 after Nova goes down to P250 as well. And look at the health on deoxiDE. He is a feather stroke away from going down. And this has just all of a sudden become very weird indeed for Aftershock. Trying to retake the site now, but these P250s will prove too much. Side with 2 fast frags while his teammates run distraction to bring it back to 6-6.
Side really won them around there. That's a great play. I mean, he got the kill early on as well. And now, because of that, they're going to be able to buy. Might even be able to even up. Maybe end up, well, possibly with a full 9 rounds, who knows.
Still a full buy here from Direwolves. 5 rifles, 5 Molotovs, 5 defuse kits, 5 everything else. Lots of flashbangs. But again, we've seen the smokes coming down bottom Banana, but we haven't really seen the flash peaks from on Banana. So I feel like there are small ways they could find an extra bit of aggression that's relatively safe if they do it with good timing, and could give them a massive advantage in a round. Again, it is Aftershock. They're neck and neck with it's Direwolves neck and neck with Aftershock at the moment, 6-6. 6 rounds on a T side. They'll be happy with that, and they're going to be looking for more. Nades coming into the B bomb site now. We have a player stuck at CT, but all the wrong nades are coming out for Aftershock. Mont's going to go down on the site. His teammate left behind the smoke. If he throws the flash instead of that Molotov, then maybe his teammate can go through the smoke and they can double peek there, find themselves some frags or at least some trades. But it's going to be 4 versus 3, advantage T's. They've got the post-plant positions, lots of mollies coming into the site, but what can Aftershock do with it? They're still stuck behind the smoke as they get all these nades in. Nova with too many angles to try and take care of, going to make it 4 versus 2 Fortunately, 2 fast frags coming in. Moey doesn't have time, but he finds another frag, making it 1 versus 1, but he does not know where Herbs is. Herbs coming in from Banana will find a frag through the side of the fountain onto Moey. And Direwolves will lose a lot of players, but they will win the round and hurt the economy, which is starting to wane now for Aftershock.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for them to get a full set on it. Well, Moey's just about there, but 1 more round and that's it. But it's getting towards the end of the game now, so if they can just find that little burst of energy, maybe now would be time to do an aggressive peak, mix it up, and that's exactly what they're doing. Push down Banana, taking control of it, and then they can rotate some players away maybe.
Yeah, you can see they must have been deliberately late nades there, just in case the smoke had been pushed. And in fairness, if it's likely either there's going to be 1 person going through the smoke or 3 people going through the smoke, so they could have been great for them. They'll still find themselves the first frag. DANZ going to be taken out by deoxiDE. But can the CTs hold? There's a lot of aggression still at Banana. Direwolves not ready to give it up just yet.
No, I'm liking this switch up. Change from a passive player with a sudden burst of aggression. Really caught them off guard there. If they'd been there, it would have been quite possibly a massacre. But by doing that, they've got control of Banana. They know now that they can rotate 1 player early back towards A. And they can just buy time now.
Aftershock actually, sorry, Direwolves. There's a lot of Molotovs on their side as well, but see if they can use them for an execute. teddyt just going to go for a straight peek and frag here, taking down Saib. Nice flash from a teammate. That's what they should have had a lot earlier, before the T side had all these rounds on the board. Trades coming in. MoeycQ swiping the air with knife and unceremoniously being executed afterwards. So bombs moving up mid at the moment. Sico going to peek on his own. And that's not going to pay off. It's going to leave his teammate in a 1 versus 3 in a crossfire situation, which he can surely not win. 7 seconds for him to plant, and this round is already over before he knows it.
There we go, evened up at 7-7 again. Nova doing work.
Okay, into the last round of the first half. We'll see what kind of inventory both sides will have. And BlackouT, well, it seems the Direwolf side will only have 3 rifles now as they go into this. See if they go for a fast play here. Going to go for fast presence up Banana, which will force a retreat from Direwolves. Again, they've got 5 Molotovs in the bag. I don't know why they're not throwing any down Banana. But Aftershock have the early advantage here. Sorry, Direwolves. They're going to be facing onto the site. We've got the counter flashes coming in, but no frags for the CT side just yet. They're keeping the Ts off the site itself, however. That smoke will help the CTs, but Direwolves should get a plant here. So many frags coming in, though. Now the wall of smokes will favour Direwolves just for a few seconds. P250 is going to find even more frags. 1-man advantage for the CTs. Spotted BlackouT, but they need kills. The clock is ticking, and Direwolves are wasting a lot of time here. BlackouT just needs to survive for a few more seconds, but he won't be able to make it. Diffuse kit on deoxiDE will do the job, and Aftershock will take the 1-round lead going into the second half.
Yeah, he did need to get a kill. He couldn't really win a 2-on-1 situation there. 1-man defusing, 1-man covering. Needed to get that pick as he goes onto site, but unfortunately couldn't really manage it.
Okay, I sincerely hope that Aftershock's T side is better than their CT side, because if not, then they are going to be in trouble here.
What's really interesting is that despite winning all those rounds, the difference in frags is actually quite large. You see Aftershock getting a lot of kills, but not winning that many rounds because of it.
Indeed. So it's going to be Direwolves' turn to defend, and it will start with the pistol. Aftershock really, again, it's Aftershock on the T side, not Direwolves. The score at the top is still the wrong way around for whatever reason. But again, Aftershock definitely severely needs to win this pistol and the 2 following rounds if they are to be in with a reasonable chance at taking this map. So it's going to be the push through quad. Sico's going to find the angle, get traded by Mont, and he will continue straight onto Arch and take down DANZ as well. So great control, clearance of the map. Saib will be in the pit for all of a few seconds before he gets executed. 2 versus 4. But all these Direwolves players need is headshots. Just a 1-tap. No helmets in the first round. There is a kit on BlackouT, but they need to start finding frags soon, and he will be the one to go down first. Herbs soon to follow, and Aftershock get the first round, which they so sorely needed.
Yeah, very aggressive, very confident, pushed in, got the job done, and yeah, Direwolves on the back foot from the very start of a round there.
Alright, so Aftershock going to have 1 AK and then 4 MP7s and 5 Molotovs, and I think the Molotovs are a very important thing here, and I'm quite liking the fact that they have all of those, but hopefully they can use them well. You can see it's a 4-man stack, but it's not going to be on the site. They are stacking the area around Arch. Although there is a bit of a rotation, not sure what BlackouT's doing. But they've basically got 3 towards Arch. He's going to rotate maybe towards B for now.
Got all that information in mid now. They're just spotting it, and they're starting to rotate towards B because they've seen no presence up top of mid, so they know it's probably going to be a B.
Yeah, but they've got no flashes. Sico has a smoke, and that's it. Where is Sico? Let's have a look. He is over towards the B bomb site. So if he can get this down in timely fashion, then this could prove very profitable. But BlackouT's going to try and sneak into dirty area before the smoke goes down. And Sico will abuse the fact that his teammate just died there to find himself 2 frags. Or his teammate had the second one, but see what else can be done here. Aftershock with only 2 plays remaining versus the 3 of Direwolves. Are they going to rotate to A? Indeed, the bomb's going to make its exit. And it'll be down to Mo to try and hold these CTs here. Oh, they haven't spotted him. I thought his teammate had the angle there, but he'll find a kill afterwards. So the plant will come onto A. And deoxiDE should know that he has enough time to put himself in a post-plant position, but he's going for that to secure the bomb plant as fast as he can. Going to put it in a normal position, which will limit the places he can defend the bomb plant from. Herbs doesn't have a kit. He has the health though, and he's close enough to try and find out where deoxiDE is reasonably quickly.
He's running out of time. He needs to make a move now.
Indeed, he's in an unwinnable situation basically, unless he gets a lucky frag here, because 10-second kit, 10-second defuse because of a lack of kit. Get the dink on him.
Oh.
Consolation that deoxiDE will lose the AK.
That's something, but Herbs really shouldn't have been alive at the end of that round. The interesting thing is, when they actually pushed onto B site Aftershock, the Molotov was meant to land second oranges, actually missed. Herbs were able to sit there and pick off one of the Aftershock players as they pushed in and survived and picked up the MP7 because of it. So a missed Molotov made all the difference. Still won the round, but made it very costly.
Nice attention to detail there. 4 AKs coming out for the T side now. teddyt just going to roll with the Tech 9, so he may be the entry man indeed. He's going to be the one finding out the information. And now we're seeing the flashes that were missing when Aftershock were on a CT side. That's exactly the kind of thing that they needed to be doing. So they'll at least get a Tech 9 there and smoke off Banana. But then again, you've got to credit Aftershock for sending the Tech 9 man in, not losing an AK.
Yeah, send him a scout. He's expendable.
MoeycQ going to even things up here. But the firepower definitely uneven and heavily in Aftershock's side. 3 over towards B for the CTs, but they're rotating 1 back towards, A, but they're rotating back 1 towards B, or they were, until the frag onto DANZ came in. Now there's some doubts in the minds of the CTs. Sico rotating back towards A, but he's only got a USPS. Herbs with the armor and the MP7 here is the one that needs to get some work done. But Herbs is on the B bomb site.
Yeah, he's going to have to... Well, he's got Kevlar, worth saving, gets 4 AKs. Maybe go for an exit.
Yeah, I mean, he could try and keep the MP7 for the following round.
Yeah, I mean, it might make a difference if it get, another pop flash scenario, like early on the round.
Yeah.
Having that MP7 in your face, unloading bullets, is quite effective. Could pick up an easy AK and turn around, but he's going to go for exits here. Picked a good place to do it. Nice shot there on Moey.
Will he get greedy though? I think he's going to get greedy and try and get the AK. Find himself a second frag, however, and a third. Very nice play there. And again, Direwolves, that was their buy to carry those weapons into the next round. So even though the last CT went down there, the fact that he killed so many players will be important.
I like the awareness as he instantly moves towards library to get that last kill. I almost thought he was going to get it. Predicted whether terrorist would be very well.
You can see all those kills will leave not much in the bank. teddyt still in spawn at the moment. Ah, he has left the building, which is why there's no buy from him.
That's unfortunate timing.
Indeed, that's a bit awkward for the Aftershock team.
They really wanted to keep some sort of momentum.
And again, it is Aftershock leading 11-7. The score and the sides are the wrong way around. You can see them correctly on the scoreboard there. So the bomb will go back and get retrieved by a teammate. They've called for the pause at half time, but we'll see. That's a stroke of luck here for Direwolves. But again, they still have a round to defend, and there's a minute on the clock. Sico on the AWP. No nades, no helmets. But that won't matter. Only 3 Aftershock players left now. And there are 4 CTs headed towards the B bomb site. No, there aren't. There are 3, and 1 is the B site. Okay, so another frag. This time coming for Aftershock. But CT is not smoked off, and the 3-man kill will come in. 2 from DANZ, 1 from Herbs. And we'll have a pause here as we try and find out what exactly has become of teddyt.
You can see the difference that it made there with the 1-man missing. There's missing smoke on CT. As a result, lost a round. It's just, you know, it's fair enough. You lose a player. It's not the ideal scenario, but you've got to not let it get you down, and you've got to adapt to it. You've got to realise that, okay, there's going to be missing smokes when you pull off these strats. They let it affect them, unfortunately.
So after, not Aftershock, Direwolves. I can't wait for this match to be over. this confusion is driving me nuts. But if we can let go of the scoreboard for a second, we can see what the buy is from Direwolves here.
He's joined the wrong team. And he has to rejoin.
Okay, well, we can see the weaponry for Direwolves. Going to have an AK picked up. Sico continuing with the AWP, of course, as that was a nice round for them. teddyt is back. He's got his buy on the go.
And he decided to buy on his own, or are those reclaimed weapons?
I'm not even sure, but
Seems interesting that he'd buy and no one else would.
yeah, but that does happen sometimes. Someone just buys as soon as they spawn without really looking at what's going on.
Or you could do the point man strategy to send 1 man in, trying to get the picks. He dies, pick up the weapon, next man tries to get kills, dies, next guy picks it up, keep going, make the most of that AK, get the most out of it.
So let's see if he can go for a fast spawn somewhere. A fast push maybe up banana. Although he actually has the worst spawn of the whole group. But never mind. Again, there is a GoTV bug where you can't hear the running some of the time, which I sincerely hope gets fixed soon, because that really is one bug too many. So 2 over towards the B bomb site, and it seems it might be a fast presence towards B, at least in terms of bodies, but the gun is going to head elsewhere. teddyt moving up, just keeping an eye on banana. So I guess if there is a potential flank, then he could actually do something about it, but that means that they're probably not going to get entries elsewhere anytime soon. So it's an interesting situation for them. Does he try and get entries here for them to try and do something, or does he play passive and hope he can save his weapon for the next round if it was a missed buy?
They've got to do something. At the moment we're just waiting. Still waiting.
You can see Moey was facing down banana, just maybe in case of a flash coming in, so he could 180 and try and mount some kind of offense. But for now, they're just going to stare at the smoke.
We've left it way too long now. It's going to be very difficult to get this finished. Still some Molotovs.
Oh, this Molotov's going to be juicy.
Yeah, that's pretty much killed it.
Yeah, just horrible timing for them.
There was a gap there where the smoke wasn't down and Direwolves haven't re-smoked. It could have gone, but they'll go now. Better late than never.
Yeah, and you can see teddyt is not even trying anything. I think what they've done there is basically they've stood there just so teddyt could save his weapon. They've just wasted as much time as possible so they can go for a late push and have teddyt run away, so they should be unable to find him in time.
Or is this one of the old very games tie-in tactics where they just sit there and talk, have a nice team talk and plan out the next rounds. Take the opportunity.
Talking about drinking coffee through Tim Tams and other oceanic type things.
Exactly.
Alright, so 11 to 9 now. Direwolves catching up with Aftershock again. This over here is the true score. Direwolves 2 rounds behind on the CT side. Sico looking, but Sico will not find. Not yet, anyway. I think they're setting up to start throwing smokes towards the arch area. First of which has arrived. But that will not ward off the CTs. Normally in that position you see them go to, say, library or something with the AWP, but he's going to hold it close. But that means he's in danger of being traded. We've got counter flashes on counter flashes. Everyone blind. And that will allow Sico to escape for now. But he's going to be caught completely out of position. That's going to be an AWP picked up by the Aftershock side. Getting tagged now. The bomb is down as well. So things not looking great unless they can take down side quickly. The rest of the team rotating over from the B bomb site. Stuck in CT spawn for the time being. Bomb has been retrieved.
That was a nice strike there. Getting through arch, getting the presence. Got to get that bomb down though. And downside. Seemed to feel like it was there, but just couldn't get a kill.
Down to 1v1 now. It's going to be the T side with the AWP. They need to retrieve the bomb as well. I'm not sure if he can hear. Surely he can hear the CT running in into boiler.
Oh no. Awkward angle.
Genius play by BlackouT there. Jumping out of the balcony. Completely confused Mont. Sold him down the river there, thinking he's either in boiler or has headed up to App's balcony area. And that will be the play that wins them the round. So 11 to 10, only one round between these two teams now, and let's just have another look and see. The money is still crap for both sides actually. The C side ecoing, the CTs. This will be great for their economy, or it should be great for their economy because Direwolves are on the eco. Just pistols, no nades, no nothing.
How are they going to play this out? They've got to have some sort of strategy. They can't throw away these eco rounds. They're just sort of lining up one by one, dying. It's not really what you want to see. You want to see them try and utilize these pistols, actually try and deploy some sort of strat, but it seems like they're just facing one by one and it's not working out for them for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I think the plan has to be here. Try and get a bomb plant. But you can see Teddy gave his position away by picking up the gun.
It's twice now Sico's missed him. Third time's a charm. And then we'll drop him.
I think one thing people do on Dust 2 on the T side, let's say somebody gets AWP'd by the CTs and the AWP is in T spawn basically. When people pick up the weapon, they should throw their gun away out of sight first because it gives the game away when you pick up the AWP and your other gun goes flying through the scope of the opponent so they know someone else is AWPing. But if you throw your gun away and then pick it up with the E button, they won't even know it's picked up unless you stand in their reticle, which is not advised. So the CT is going to push all the way down mid here and try and take over the map and just ruin lives. And indeed, they have a man advantage at the moment, and they may look to back up before things get a little too hairy and they get far too out of position. They're mostly going to head back over towards the A site, leaving, I think, just it's either DANZ or Herbs over towards B. Indeed, it's Herbs.
Aftershock look shocked, really, of that push. They just have no response to it.
Yeah, they have no idea if someone's behind them or not. They have no idea if they're going to be peeked from banana or top mid if they go and head towards mid.
I have this controlled aggression from Direwolves. They're aggressive, they get the kills, get the job done, then they pull back knowing they've got the advantage. They don't overextend. They don't get shot from behind because they're pushed way too far. It's a really good play there.
Okay, so that smoke will allow them to peek down mid to make sure no one is holding an angle there. And then they will start to move towards A as the CTs rotate a third player over towards A as well. And the fourth might join them soon enough. Oh, the timing. Sico going to look away just as the bomb comes in. But he'll find a frag anyway. And the last one, taking down Moey. And now the CTs will take the lead. So 5 rounds in a row for the CT side. Following the pistol and the 2 anti-ecos, Aftershock haven't won another round. Direwolves looking more solid on both sides at the moment.
Definitely. And it's a bit of a... just managed to squeeze in a buy. Lacking a couple of nades on Teddy and Moey, but they still got enough to get the job done. They really want to see this one, want to get this one in the bag so they can shift the momentum back in their favour. Hopefully they'll try, I think they're going to try and do that set strat again with the smokes and pushing Arch. But Sico starting to get on the board, and he'll get another frag there. So it's put pay to that strat straight away.
Yeah, and he was quiet in the previous rounds. And again, you saw him getting overwhelmed there with those smokes towards Arch just a few rounds ago. But now he seems to have everything in his stride. And Aftershock are finding it hard to stop him. DANZ going to be boosted on the terrace roof, and that's going to find him one frag. Can he get a second one? Indeed he can, finally being traded. But the damage is done here to the T side. They're still carrying the bomb. And there's only 3 CTs for them to deal with. 45 seconds left on the clock, and these smokes and nades will limit the information for the CTs. They'll be reduced to just sounds, trying to take pot shots through the smoke, but the frag will be found. Only the bomb carrier teddyt remaining now. If he can try to find a frag here, he could potentially wrap to B, but it's not to B.
I like that. I like how Direwolves have learned, you know, that nothing, no presence mid, no real presence banana, second mid. Probably going to be that smoke strat again, where they push through with the guy with the CZ on Arch. Countered it, early peak mid, got the frag and the boost on quad to finish it off. Really good counter strat there. Whether it's intentional or not.
So Direwolves heading towards that 16th round now. And again, Aftershock still looking for their first round following the pistol and the ecos here. See if they've got anything solid in the toys to show. We actually have the bait set up in apps, but it may not be needed as the frags are all happening towards the Arch area. Trades coming in, which isn't good for the CTs. However, this flank from Sive could be the difference maker. And indeed, there it is. Moey taken down. Now they know quad is clear for the time being, but Nova's found a way to get himself into Graveyard, finding a frag and a second one. And Aftershock, not out of this yet, gonna find themselves, despite losing a few players early, they'll get the round and take it to 12-13.
After Sive got that first kill, you had to feel that, you know, with the guy in pit, guy in quad, they had a decent chance of holding that site, but Nova just going big, changed it entirely, turned around on his head and won it for his team.
Alright, so all rifles on both sides, no AWPs, no scopes, lots of nades. See Cyber going for that smoke, which puts the T's in a very unfavourable position should they choose to push out. But he won't pursue engagements there. He'll go back towards the balcony area. You can see Aftershock just pretty much chilling out on the T side for now. Again, slowly creeping up Banana, not making that much noise. Looks like the coil smoke is about to come in, so we might see the push from them.
See how Direwolves do the passive holder, because we've seen how they like to do the aggressive Banana plays, but haven't really seen them played that passive on Banana yet, so interesting to see how they set this up and play for time here.
Alright, so more nades and mollies coming out for the Direwolf side. And now we have the push coming in, and Herbs is going to find himself in pool, completely blind. Counter flash is coming out, which means BlackouT getting 2 more frags. Finding a third, he's still alive, whipping the pistol out to get the trio. teddyt's been spotted behind the fountain. BlackouT coming in for yet more frags. He's got 2 teammates stuck behind the smoke on their way. BlackouT finding another frag. He is wiping out Aftershock on the B bomb site here. teddyt versus 3. There should be no way for him to get a plant here, and indeed he will fall as well. Sive taking him out. BlackouT not getting the ace, but he did the work to win his team the round there.
Something that Flan was pointing out the other day was if you're playing a position like that, where you are going to be running and gunning, spraying, you're going to be trying to spray down the enemy team, you know, you want to be having the M4A4 really. I mean, you saw there the difference 10 bullets could have made. Could have been a lot easier to kill them. But yeah, eventually he did get the 4 kills, but he could have shut that round down a lot earlier on if he just had those extra 10 bullets of the M4A4. So, something to think of there, but maybe we want to have the whole team all with exactly the same weapon just to make it easier when they drop weapons for each other.
Monts reduced to just a CZ, and again, this is a must-win round here for Aftershock, otherwise Direwolves are going to be on match point. Looks like it may go for a flash play through the smoke. You can see them running in backwards, and there it is, but there's a crossfire from the CTs, and this is going to be a complete wipeout of the Aftershock team. Although they've found themselves a lot of frags on the CTs here. Moey, the bomb is down, and Herbs knows where he should be, but is he going to find a frag? Indeed, he'll snap him straight in the face with the M4. And a bit of salt in the wound there while the Direwolves head to match point.
That was a nice try by Moey there to rescue the round. Just stood up, said, nope, not having any more of it. I'm going to kill you. Got the 3 kills, but as soon as the play died down and he started getting pincered, Direwolves always looked to win it. 2v1.
Alright, so 3 AKs on the Aftershock side, buying whatever they can. Loads of nades coming up banana, making sure they have that with minimal casualties. No rotation yet from the CT side. And Aftershock looking to take more map control, maybe bait some more of these grenades from the Direwolves team. Just gonna poke, prod, ask questions at top mid there. We'll see if they go for a resmoke. There are 2 smokes left on Herbs and DANZ respectively. We'll get 1 Molotov out and top mid instead. So they're gonna save those smokes for a rainier day. And there's one of them. So just all these timings are ruining Aftershock. You can see they're hungry to push here. 1 player peeking from Boiler. A bit of a tag onto Mont. And he'll have supported Nova coming out now. As 1 more heads towards the balcony area. That's going to be Moey. But the frag's coming in mid. Trades. 38 seconds left for the T's to try and plant the bomb. T's to try and stay in the game here. More trades coming in. Now they've got the man advantage. Now they've got the site. And the plant comes in. BlackouT trying to rush before they can go post-plant. He'll get traded as well, leaving Herbs in a 1 versus 2. Coming in from the apps. He doesn't have a kit. There might be one on site. If so, then for his sake, I hope that his team has communicated that to him. Moey facing the wrong way. And no one is watching apps here. He could find the first frag onto Teddy. He's going to wonder where the trader is. He's looking for the trader. Is he going to find him in time? Nope, he's going to make his exit again. He doesn't have a kit. So that will be that for him.
What do you think about that push by BlackouT onto site there, Solo, before waiting for his teammate to catch up? Do you reckon it was good? You know, he's trying to stop the... the guys on the site, he knows exactly where one is because he just heard the plant. So before he allows him to get away, kill him? Or do you wait for your teammate and try taking 2v3?
I don't think either decision is wrong there, because he wants to try and find a few frags in the mayhem before the T's get a triangle of doom set up, basically, where it's going to be extremely harder, even with the second man, but not impossible, but harder, technically, for them to take the site. So he can wait for his teammate and try and go together and trade, but they have a man down for trading anyway, so that's not going to work for them if the T's play it correctly. So he can take a risk and try and find like a 2-man spray down, and get the information as to where the other player might be if he manages to kill 1-2 players.
Exactly. I feel like just getting 1 frag and pulling out could have made all the difference there. Unfortunately, couldn't pull it off. Moey, bad reload.
Bad reload indeed. Silver plays coming up from Moey at top banana with completely no cover. No idea why he's doing that, especially when they're facing match point. Another frag coming in for the CTs here. BlackouT heavily tagged with the CZ, but he's alive, and that's going to be what matters for now. Sico also heavily tagged. So Aftershock could spin this around. But easier said than done. That Molotov's going to be taken out by the smoke. 2-man spray down by Herbs, leaving teddyt versus 4. And this should be game and match for the CT side. And there it is. Direwolves taking it 16-13. It was close in terms of score, but I feel like Direwolves had a strong performance there, and that Aftershock made far too many mistakes.
Yeah, it was unfortunate with the timeout. I think it became a really bad point of the game for them. If that hadn't happened, it might have been an even closer game, but 16-13, and I really liked the way that we saw 2 different styles then of very contained aggression and full-out aggression on the T side. I liked how that on the T side they were very, very aggressive, and then on the CT side they managed to change it up and be controlled aggression, pushing, taking the kills down mid, and then pulling back and just playing 4v3 or 4v2.
Cool. I think that definitely Aftershock need a lot of work on their CT side there, because again, if you can see the difference in how Direwolves, again, the pop flashes to get the peaks, to get the aggressive advantage, the early advantage, something we didn't really see from the Aftershock side, so hopefully they can add that to their repertoire. So we're going to go to a break just before we start the second match while it gets set up, so stay tuned guys, and we will see you just a few minutes from now.